মাথার ভেতর বোধিবৃক্ষের বনসাই। পরিমিতিবোধের নাম সন্ন্যাস। মন্ত্রেরা ধ্বনিমাত্র, যার কোনো আলাদা ভাষা নেই। আলো এবং হাওয়ায় চক্রটা ঘুরছে।
Hello. Today the world is celebrating Buddha Purnima, and we are here at the Sarnath temple, Varanasi, on a book tour surrounding Sabari Roy's Buddha and Void. This is the book. It's Buddha and Void. It is the English rendering of Sabari Roy's Bengali book Buddha o Shunno, and Buddha and Void is the English rendering of Buddha o Shunno by Rajorshi Patranabis. So this is a book which I am extremely proud of. This is a book where I have served in the capacity of an editor. Allow me to read a few lines from the introduction that Sabari Roy has written exclusively for Buddha and Void. This introduction is not available in the Bengali original. The author has written this introduction only for this book. Sabari writes, scholarship and evaluation emerge from nature. In one life cycle, reptiles and amphibians wake up from winter torpor, time and time again. A pupa splits open the layers of its solid saliva to arise from the cocoon. The little girl finds a Buddha sculpture under the peepal tree. She ventures out to a spiritual exploration from her meditative state. Understanding the intricate calm of the kitchen and green room, the girl learns to unbind the knots. She draws crosses and circles on her shopping list. Buddha arrives to touch her dizzy eyes with a lotus flower. Buddha and emptiness probe a single lenient language. The collective effort of the translator and the publisher will nurture consciousness through translation. The poet remains grateful to the future readers. So this introduction Sabari Roy has written for this book, and I got an opportunity to translate her Bengali words into English for this particular introductory note. The rest of the books, all the poems that this book contains, have been translated into English by Rajorshi Patranabis. I would love to read a poem on behalf of the author and the translator, of course. It is poem number 17 and it is on page number 33. All these poems, all the poems in Buddha and Void are untitled. They are only numbered. So this is the 17th poem where the poet writes, Buddha is now the winter's tree. Buddha is now the winter's tree with no fruits, flowers, buds or leaves. He is now a dying tree, defying the hope that the world would ever become green again. I embrace the tree with my chest. I return Buddha's remedies to Buddha. I embrace the tree with my chest. I return Buddha's remedies to Buddha. I inhale Buddha's life that pulls my tears. Buddha will return once winter is gone. Hello again. We are now at Assi Ghat, and I would love to read poem number 48, which is there on page number 64. The poet writes, there is Ananda. Ananda is the pole star. Ananda stares at him. We all are Ananda. We aren't alone. We progress towards Ananda. Ananda is the path. Ananda is the path, a drop of light. Nirvana is for everyone.
So it all started when at the World Book Fair. At the World Book Fair in Delhi, wherein I visited Hawakal stall, and after the fair, I stayed on in Delhi for a couple of days, and Kiriti and Bitan, they took me to a studio in one of the malls in Gurgaon, and in that mall, that studio belonged to the poet of Buddha Shunno, now translated as Buddha and Void. That studio belonged to poet Sabari Roy. And there, while having a cup of tea, Bitan suddenly said, are you interested in a translation? A translation that has failed. A failed translation. It has failed 5 times. So if you fail, there's nothing new in it. It will fail 6 times. And he handed me over Buddha Shunno. Buddha Shunno, and while flipping through the pages, I found them to be extremely intriguing. Bengali poetry is not known to be like this. It was a different type of a work, and no wonder it has failed. I took up this challenge. I would say challenge, but I wouldn't like to sound very great in it, because I knew at the back of my mind that I cannot be the greatest, and there had been better people who had actually failed to translate it. I took it back to Kolkata, and Bitan had given me 1 month's time. In 25 days I prepared the first draft. The first draft was prepared, it was sent, and the editor Kiriti, he gave me a call that you cannot possibly do an editing of this book online or maybe over telephone. So you need to give me a visit of 3 days to Gurgaon. Let's stay at our place. They have a studio in Gurgaon. So he arranged for my accommodation. I landed up in Gurgaon. But when the editing started, 3 days of our work in Delhi, out of 53 odd poems, we could practically do only 13 poems. I had my return ticket booked. I came back with a heavy heart that it had not progressed at all, because I was absolutely sure that we are going to get it through and the publisher would go ahead with the printing part of it. But no, only 13 of them we could do. And after coming back to Kolkata, Kiriti again gave me a call. See, we are going to Benares for 4 days. Now, can you come and join? I'm a freelance consultant by profession. I had to do a lot of compromise with my work. I somehow managed to come down to Benares. The first day was practically an useless day. We could do only one poem, only one poem on the first day. But the story began after the first day. From the second day onwards, we actually put it in ourselves. The author was there, the editor Kiriti Sengupta and I. We put it in ourselves to finish it off, but still it was getting too murky, too difficult, because on most of the points we didn't agree with each other. I perhaps have had that particular ego that any author would have, about being very proud of his or her writing. I was pretty confident of my translation that I had done. Kiriti was not in sync with many of them. The author was half in sync with them, half not in sync with them. And then there was a thing wherein Kiriti asked each of us to stop. We went to the Ghat, Assi Ghat. We had some, I remember we had some guavas with mustard, and we all came back rejuvenated. The Ganga in Kashi has some energy, I don't know. We all came back rejuvenated, and the complaint that Kiriti always has, that his brain was hanging, was suddenly off. My brain was cluttered, which was again clear, and he asked Sabari, the author, to start reading it aloud. He gave me the laptop and asked me to look into it, and if possible, give it a new look, a new translation. And that's how we went into the second draft.
বছর হয়ে গেল বুদ্ধ ও শূন্য প্রকাশ হয়েছে। তারও 2-3 বছর আগে থেকেই আমি লিখছিলাম। তো এই এত বড় জার্নি আমি ভাবতেই পারি না। এখন অনুবাদ হয়েছে, অনুবাদের জন্য আমাদের বারাণসী আসতে হয়েছিল, আবারও এসেছি, অনুবাদের অংশ হয়ে এসেছিলাম। আজ আবার বুদ্ধ পূর্ণিমার সকালে আমাদের আবার জার্নি শুরু হয়েছে। তো কীভাবে লিখেছিলাম, মাঝে মাঝে কোনো কবিতা পড়ে আমার অবাক লাগছে যে আমি কিভাবে তখন লিখেছিলাম বুদ্ধ পূর্ণিমার সকালে দু আজলায় আগুন ভরে বুদ্ধদেব হেঁটে চলেছেন। তো আমি জানি না আমি কেমনভাবে লিখেছিলাম, আমার এখন মনে নেই সেটা কেন লিখেছিলাম। এমন অজস্র কবিতা আছে যেগুলো আমি পড়তে গিয়ে চমকে উঠছি কিভাবে সেটা আমার কাছে এসেছিল। কিছু তো মনেই আছে, যেমন হাত পুড়ে গেলে যে পুড়ে যাওয়ার যে যন্ত্রণা, সেই যন্ত্রণা আমি বুদ্ধের সঙ্গে ভাগ করে নিই না। বুদ্ধ আমার ভেতর বসে থাকেন চোখ খুলে, আর আমি চোখ বন্ধ করে থাকি। এরকম নানা ধরনের যে কবিতাগুলোকে দেখে আমি মানে শুনে পড়ে অন্যদের কাছে শুনে আমার অবাক লাগে যে আমি কি লিখেছিলাম। সে সময় যেখানে যেতাম সেখানে আমি বুদ্ধের মূর্তি দেখতাম। এমন নয় যে আমি আমার বুদ্ধ ধর্মাবলম্বী, আমি তো মানে মানব ধর্মই আমার ধর্ম বলে মনে করি। পৃথিবীতে সমস্ত ধর্মের যে উপরে যে ধর্ম রয়েছে মানব ধর্ম, সেটাই আমার ধর্ম। শূন্যকে আমি পূর্ণ হিসেবে দেখি। ওই শূন্যতার কাছে তো মানে সমর্পণ, এই সমস্ত কবিতাই হচ্ছে সমর্পণের, প্রেমের, জাগতিক প্রেমের, সমর্পণের এবং জীবন যাপনের। এত মানে আমাকে পেছনে নিয়ে যাচ্ছে, আমার তো চোখে জল এসে যাচ্ছে। এই পুরো গ্রুপ মানে আমাদের যে পুরো সবাই যে কবিতাগুলোকে বেছে গুছিয়ে পড়ছে বলছে, আমার মনে হয় না এটা আর অংশ আমি, মানে মনে হয় যে সবাই এটারই অংশ। তখনও ছিল, এখনও আছে। বুদ্ধদেবও যেমন তখনও ছিলেন, এখনও আছেন। আশেপাশে সেই বুদ্ধের বাণীকে দেখি, আশেপাশে সেই বুদ্ধের অবয়ব দেখি, হঠাৎ এক টুকরো চোখ দেখি, হঠাৎ হাতের মুদ্রা দেখি। তো বুদ্ধ শুন আমার কাছে খুবই আশ্চর্য, সবাই একবারে হয় না, এটা একটা মিরাকল বললে কম বলা হবে। বুদ্ধ পূর্ণিমার সকালে দু আজলায় আগুন ভরে বুদ্ধদেব ঘুরছিলেন রাস্তায় রাস্তায়। পেছন পেছন আসছিল শুকনো শালের জঙ্গল লুম্বিনী, তার পেছনে গুরু আরার কালাম। চাঁদ উঠতে সমস্ত দিন বাকি, চাঁদ উঠতে সমস্ত রাত বাকি। দু আজলা আগুন বাঁচিয়ে ঘোরেন বুদ্ধ, ঈশান কোণে বৈশাখী মেঘ। চামড়ার উপরিতলের একাংশ পুড়লে সেই পোড়ার নাম দিই বুদ্ধ। এ কথা বুদ্ধকে বলি না, চামড়া পোড়া গন্ধ আমাকে শেষ দিনের কথা মনে করিয়ে দেয়। এই পোড়া গন্ধ আর জ্বালা আমি শূন্যের সঙ্গে বিনিময় করি। দূর থেকে বুদ্ধ আমার পাশে বসে থাকেন, আমি চোখ বন্ধ করে রাখি, দেখি বুদ্ধের পলকহীন খোলা চোখ।
I read from Buddha and Void by Sabari Roy, translated by yours truly. These are definitely some unique poetry with some unique style and some very deep meanings. I start off with poem number 21. Poem number 21. These are all untitled poems. Poem number 21. I couldn't tell where I saw a lampstand, light and eyes. A dream perhaps. I can't decipher dreams. I am not the same when I am awake and sleeping. I dwell in the sharp green thorns, colorful flowers at an arm's length. I don't remember when I wake up. I have seen cracks on the soil, waves of black water chasing me. I have seen them. Where? Poem number 37. It's as if there is a congregation. Surpassing the noise of the market. Buddha's face aims to reach the blue sky, cutting across the sand and dirt. Rivers, bridges, pathways, bends of hill. He returns time and again in the vibrations of a conch shell. At midnight he surfaces along the translation from a poetry book behind the closed doors. Putting off the thorny crown of Bodhi, I leave at dawn. Poem number 49. Memories are engraved pictures. Memories are engraved pictures standing like rocks. Memories are engraved pictures standing like rocks. Rainwater seeping through the inscriptions. Rainwater seeping through the inscriptions erodes memories of many births. The past, the stairway to knowledge, descends deep down. The past bears contextual commentaries, the sweetness of preservation and tolerance. The past, the stairway to knowledge, descends deep down. The past bears contextual commentaries, the sweetness of preservation and tolerance. Realization branches down. Realization branches down to the depths of its roots. Realization branches down to the depths of its roots.